night, but it's Thursday night. You know I'm live. So let's go on and start out with our sponsors. If you want one of these cool little videos made, you need to get with Earl Hopkins at hopkins-design.com. And he can make you one of these videos, man. They're $250 to have him make it, and they cost $250 a month to be ran. And as you know, everything stays on the show, stays on the interwebs, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So check this out. Earl does these. All right. So if you want one of them kick-ass commercials, get with Earl at hopkins-design.com or just hit him up right here on Facebook at Earl Hopkins. Like I said, he will put those videos together for anybody for $250, and then you can have them ran on my show every week for a month for $250. And as you know, it stays on the internet for a long ass time. So let's go to our next sponsor. Trulers.com. If you don't know who Trulers is by this time in your painting career or your seat upholstery career, you're living under a rock. Trulers has some kick-ass products. I mean, I can't even tell you everything they offer, but basically they're magnetic and sticker tape that will keep all of your lines perfectly straight, keep everything symmetrical side to side. They're awesome stuff. Look them up on Facebook at Trulers, or you can get them online at Trulers.com. Next up is our good friends over at Level Up Audio Towers. We are going to do our best to have one of these audio towers at the booth in Galveston, November 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. You got to come by the grind booth. We will be off of Harborside in front of the Fisherman's Wharf. You need to come by the grind booth, check it out, get you a t-shirt, hook up with some of these badass builders. But we will have a Level Up audio tower there, hopefully, if they have one available for us to demo. It's basically a party on a little trailer, man, and they're small enough you can move them around by yourself, but they telescope up, and it's all kind of sound, whether you need them for a PA system or just a party. They're self-contained, so check them out on Facebook at Level Up Audio Towers. Next is our good friends over at Squealing Pigs Audio. Squealing Pigs Audio. They build custom bikes. They build custom stereo systems. They do factory replacement stereo systems. They do everything. They do painting in-house. They do powder coating in-house. They do it all right there in Baytown, Texas. Look them up. Squealing Pigs Audio right here on Facebook, or go see Mr. Lonnie Revels on Facebook. Next is our good friends over at Urban Rides Magazine, established in 2019 by Mr. Daniel Roby and I think someone else, but I'm not sure. they are bringing the motorcycle magazine back, and they have been doing so for the last 2.5, almost 3 years. They cover almost every single major rally. So you need to go online to urbanridesmagazine.com, get your cyber account set up with them, subscription, or you can get their hard copies also, which you can buy online at Urban Rides Magazine. Check them out, urbanridesmagazine.com and Urban Rides Magazine on Facebook. So here we go. So everybody can see the banner behind me. This banner will be going away November 4th. It will no longer be here. We will not be doing a show because we will be in Galveston, Texas at the Lone Star Rally. Having a really good time. But let me say this real quick. Let me go back to the beginning comments. Mr. Scotty Roberts is in need for some prayers. I think it was his best friend, Mikey, just passed away from COVID. So all you guys know, we're a tight-knit family. So please keep Scotty Roberts and Mikey's family in your prayers. It sucks to lose a friend, especially to this bullshit ass COVID. It's bad stuff. So y'all keep them in your prayers. So what's up, Mr. Logan Black, Miss Marsha Fitzpatrick, Nancy Weems, Scotty Roberts, Miss Michelle Rowe, Earl Hopkins up in the house, Lori Boisel, Diego Lara, Brad Murray, Janice Juban, Uncle Bruno's in the house, Mr. Alex Toth is in the house, Dan's in the house, James Ozzy's in the house, or is it Ozzy? I don't know how to say his name, and I don't care, because you know what? It's James to me. Miss Dana's in the house. Mr. Josh Brooks is in the house. Did you see that little post Mr. Louis Bailey posted up buying lunch? Are you going to be doing that lunch buying stuff there, Josh Brooks? Because I'm hungry now. But anyway, I'd like to give a shout out to Shy South. As you all can see, I got my swag on. I've had this stuff for a while now. Got the hat, got the shirt. I enjoy wearing everybody's swag. The only bad thing is I'm not going to pay for it. I want you to send it to me. But if you want me to wear your stuff on the show, man, all you got to do is send it to me. Button snaps or large fitted, and then extra large t-shirts. I dig them all day long. I will wear whatever you send me. Excuse me, this mustache right here, it's tickling my nose. But anyway, so man, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I mean, we are literally 4 weeks from the rally right now tonight, 4 weeks, and 4 more Thursdays, including tonight, we will be at Galveston, hopefully partying and having a kick-ass time. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on. A lot of the builders have started finally sending in some video footage. All I can tell you guys is when you guys meet Earl Hopkins in person, you will not be able to see any of the documentary. But I promise you, after the documentary gets released, you guys are going to wish y'all took a picture with Earl Hopkins, because he sent me a tiny little snippet of one of the builders. And I'll tell you right now, it damn near made me cry, because when I first started this almost a year ago and brought this to light, that I was going to do this national build off, a lot of people were like, dude, you're crazy. No one's ever going to pay that amount of money to get in on a build off. It's nothing like that's ever been done before. But then I threw a wrench in it and said, I want to do a documentary on it, because there's 10 builders. Nobody gets to see anybody's bikes. And I know a couple of these guys actually have sent little snippet pictures to me and stuff. And I will tell you right now, I could not be more proud of the 10 builders that got in on this, because I'll tell you what, every single one of these builders is bringing some heat. I can't, there's no way on God's green earth I could ever judge this. That's why we got the 4 judges, Curly, Dustin Mabin, oh my God, he's going to get so mad at me, Chris Moose, and Patrick Cooper. I had to put it into some professionals' hands, because a show of this caliber, you got to have people that know what they're doing looking at these bikes. That's why I put the judging criteria online in January. I think it was like January 2nd. I put it up there so that everybody building would have some type of direction on how to build, what to pay attention to, things of that nature, what's actually going to be judged. And then I went ahead and put up the what I consider the rules, and everybody had to sign it. So everybody knows that it doesn't matter what you build, in my opinion. And I've said it from day one. If you want to go back and check the footage over the videos over the last year, go check them. I said there's two classes. You got choppers and bobbers, and then you got baggers and softails. But every single builder was told, hey, look, I don't care what you build, and I don't care what class you put it in. You put it in the class you want to run it in. So if some dude, puts a bagger in the chopper class, hey, you know what? That's what he felt like competing in. I don't think there's anybody going to do that, but I'm just saying I left it open and I made it so transparent so that there couldn't be any type of bitching about, oh, this shit's rigged or oh, that's his favorite or whatever. That's why I got 4 judges, and I've got 4 respectable people in this industry judging these bikes. And I would have to think at the end of the show when I announce who the winner is in each class, everybody's going to be like, yeah, that's the one that won. The other thing is I'm so appreciative. I can't tell you people, because I've gotten, I'll just say at least 5. How about that? I have gotten 5 personal phone calls this week asking if people could put their bikes in this show and pay their money right now to get in on it. And I had to politely tell them, no, you can't do that, because all these other builders started in January, or at least by March 1st, which was the deadline date. And then we ended up letting 2 more people in, and I let the builders decide whether or not we were going to let them in. They said yes. But at this point, it's just too far gone. But I will say this. I know for a fact there are 6 builders that have committed to me they're going to do it next year. So I will tell you this. I don't know if we're going to do another documentary next year, but I will say this. I know there's going to be a lot more builders in it next year. So if you guys want to participate again, man, I am not afraid to put another one on for next year. Yes, it will still be in Galveston. The only reason I'm saying Galveston is because there's so much going on in Sturgis. I don't want this type of build to get swept under the rug or forgotten, because this build is something massive. And I know once you guys see the bikes, once you guys see the cash in your hand, whoever wins, and then y'all see this documentary, you're going to realize just how serious I am about this stuff. So let me look back in the comments, because if I'm not mistaken, let me see where the comments at. So Scotty Roberts asked, who do you think the front runners are? So to be real honest with you, Scotty, there's 2 different classes, and I'll read this off to you real quick. In the bagger class, we have James Ozzie, or Ozzy, however you want to say it. We have Logan Black. We have David Covington. We have Louis and Lucky 7 and the guys, Fort Worth, and Andrew Torres, Lonnie Rebels, and Shannon Fleischman. So if I had to pick who I thought the front runner is in this, I would have to say it would probably be all of the above. All what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 7 guys are building amazing bikes. Ozzy. Okay. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. The reason I can't pick is because I haven't seen everybody's stuff, but the stuff that I've seen, let me repeat it again for those that weren't paying attention in the beginning. I am so thankful I don't get to pick a bike. I'm not a judge, because what I have seen, it's going to be taxing on those 4 judges to judge these bikes, but they're professional builders, fabricators, painters. They know what they're looking at way more than I do. In the chopper class, you've got TD Ward, you got Dan Juban and the guys at Shy South. You got Mike and Paul over at Convict Customs. I know for a fact those 3 builders, or those 3 shops, are bringing some serious heat. Like I said, man, I can't, there's no way I could pick it. But I will say this, I am going to pick, as a builder, I am going to silently by myself when no one's paying attention be looking at all of the bikes that show up, and I'm going to pick one and give them a Builder's Choice Award. That is directly from American Drag Seats. It's not from the grind, it's not from anybody else. The reason I did that is because I feel like as a builder, I'm I'm personally going to see things that I like, and I'm going to see attention to detail, or I'm going to see something really cool. Um, so I'm personally, American Drag Seats is going to buy a trophy, and I will award one person, and it's the Builder's Choice Award, one person out of all of the bikes. The reason I'm doing that is because I know next year, when there's 20 or 30 builders in this class, in this show, whoever I give this trophy to, they are going to have to either show up at the show or they're going to be in it again, but they're going to have to buy a trophy, and then they're going to give a Builder's Choice Award next year. So the reason I did that is because I personally, I just thought it would be something cool. Um, no dessert. Did Daniel Parrish get in today asking for him? No, Daniel Parrish did not get in today. Um, He said that's a safe answer. Yes. Kevin Sockwell, bring on Michael Joe Murray, who is the new GM of L7 Houston. Michael Joe Murray. I don't know if I'm friends with him, but I'll damn sure do it. Why is Facebook not loading? Michael Joe Murray. Michael Joe Murray. So let's see. Michael Joe Murray. Oh, okay. We are friends. How about that? How about that? So, okay, Mr. Michael Joe Murray, let me send you a link and we will talk to you real quick. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Paste. Okay, so I sent Michael an invitation, Josh, just to let you know. So, y'all be prepared for me to get a little long winded at the show because I'm going to air some laundry. It's not dirty laundry. I'm going to be real clear. It's not dirty laundry, but there's things putting on this show. I've gotten the opportunity um, to talk to almost every single builder. Um, there's things that have happened in the last 9 months that are just amazing. So I'll let you guys know. Let's ask Scotty how his sling did in Galveston. Asking for Brian Barber. Okay, no slinging. Scotty Roberts, I would love that. That would be awesome. But that's what my trophy is for. But I really appreciate you reaching out and saying that. Here's what I have to say to you, Scotty Roberts. Y'all need to build another bike. I know you got some customers that have that kind of change. Y'all need to be in next year's build off. You need to bring it. Okay. You are part of the grind family. So you won that number 6, as the Joe, in my opinion. You're the underdog. So I think next year you need to get one of your customers to pony up that 2,500 and throw down. It is in Texas, so it's not like you're having to go out of state or somewhere and it's going to cost you an arm and leg. Bring your money, bring your A game. Come on, Scotty, you can do it. So I'm really excited because next week we are going to be, let me do this real fast. I forgot to do it a second ago. I apologize. Next week, we will be bringing on, hopefully, an interview with this place right here, the owner of the Daiquiri Timeout. That's where we're going to be having the build off party Friday night. If I'm not mistaken, it's the 5th, Friday night, the 5th, November 5th in Galveston. We do have lanyards for sale. Here's what I'm telling everybody. If you're coming to Galveston, come to the booth Friday morning and buy your lanyard directly straight up from me. I've got a list of certain people that I've written down because people keep texting me and stuff like that. I don't want to forget anybody. So I'm just telling everybody, you know what? Show up at the show. And when you get there, I'm going to, I can sell you the lanyards there. All of the builders will get their 2 build lanyards, and everybody else in your crews, I apologize. They're going to be $10 a piece. All of the builders are going to get the grind t-shirts, and on the back they say builder across the shoulders. So the builders will be getting t-shirts also, but the other shirts, the regular shut up and build shirts, those are actually going to be, you can purchase those. um I hate to do this, but I'm just telling everybody the truth. The truth of the matter is I've got so much money invested in this. I've got to try to get something back. I didn't realize I was going to have to pay for a booth. So now the booth is, I'm going to try to sell the lanyards to help out with that. Kevin, I got the rest of the lanyards and VIP passes in today. Okay, Josh Brooks, I wanted to tell you, we don't need 50 builder VIP passes. We need about 30 of the builder passes, and that's all we need. Just to lot, just to let you know, Louis Bailey said I ain't paying shit. Well, I would normally believe that, Louis, but I'm sorry, Sunshine. I know you. You're too good a dude to say I'm not paying shit. You end up paying for shit all the time. But yeah, you guys are going to be hooked up. The builders are going to be hooked up. I've got a couple of little surprises for the builders that I'm going to be trying to do. I don't know if they're going to happen or not, but one of the surprises is I'm going to be having Earl take pictures of each builder with their bikes this year, and I'm going to try to see what it's going to cost to get a poster, or not a poster, well, yeah, a poster made of all the builders this year, so that we can have them to sell. I mean, I'm hoping you guys come into the booth Friday, hang out, have a good time, sign autographs. Please bring some swag with you to the booth. I can't help. I cannot get everybody a booth, but if you bring a table, we'll set up a table, and you can put all of your t-shirts and stuff on your own tables and stuff, and hang out and sell your t-shirts there, sell your hats, sign autograph with people, take pictures with people. If you're going to be a rock star, you got to act like one. So let's remember that Friday when we're all hanging out, having a good time, meeting everybody. If we haven't already met everybody on Thursday. Anyway, I'm sorry about the comment. So I'm hoping that Friday will be the day that everybody can sell their t-shirts, sign autographs, take pictures, all of those things. But I can't help you if you don't bring anything. So there you go. I'm going to have one 8-foot table that's going to have all the grind merchandise and shit on it. If you want to bring your own table, you can bring your table, set it up right there at the booth and everything. And then sell your stuff, man. You got to do what you got to do. Derek, the Upgrade Bolden, how I get in the party, all you got to do is give me a $10 bill and you're in. You're in the party. Here's what I'm suggesting for everybody that's going to have to buy it. Hey, look, here's the deal, dudes. I've done this show for free for almost 4 solid years now. $10 whole to support the show for these lanyards is not any money, man. Stand up for me. Back me up with that $10. I appreciate that. And Louis Bailey, you shut up. Derek, the Upgrade can get in. Telling you, don't let him get on you, Derek. But I will say this: it's going to be a good time. Like I said, I'm going to get Earl to take some pictures with everybody. He's got a great camera. I'm going to try to get posters made this year after the show, and then we're going to try to look into possibly getting a calendar made for 2022. Anyway, I'm just trying to do some stuff to hopefully get, make all these builders as close to rock stars as we possibly can. Get it to where people want to see you at their rallies and things of that nature. So I don't know what else I can do. What's up, Josh? I'm just trying to do everything I can to make this show as successful as possible, get it, as much attention to the first 10 builders as I possibly can, because you guys believed in me first. Y'all believed in the show. Y'all believed in what I was doing and everything. So y'all are the OGs, so when 2022 show comes up, y'all already got a year in the bag on this stuff. The next set of builders that come in, if y'all are going to compete for the second year, y'all already know what's going on. Y'all know how this is going to play out. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for doing everything you said. Brian Barber, yep. Kevin Sockwell said he wanted 3 in the butt. He did not just say that, Louis Beatty. Yes, God damn it, Brian, you're exactly right. Y'all are going to take that parking lot or that courtyard over 100%. If you guys come and you have a stereo bike, Louis Bailey, Brian Barber, if anybody has stereo bikes, you guys need to park in the parking lot, and we're just going to bang the shit out of them stereo systems all night long, man. I'm pretty sure that the guys over at the Daiquiri Timeout actually have electricity so we can put some chargers down and see what we can do to keep them things banging all night. So who all is going to Daytona and Panama before Galveston? Let's put that up there. Let me go and hide this real quick. Daiquiri Timeout. That's what you're looking for in Galveston. Uh, let's put that up there, Mr. Daniel Roby. That's a good question. So who all is going to Daytona and Panama before Galveston? I have another question for y'all. So, how many of you fools on here have a TikTok account and follow Mr. Daniel Roby on TikTok? I follow him. I follow him all the time. He is hilarious. I mean, the guy's a consummate professional, great guy, but on TikTok, it's gold. It's just it's money. That's all I'm telling you. He makes some good videos on TikTok. Y'all need to slide on over to TikTok and I guess look up Daniel Roby. It's funny shit. It really is. Let's check this out. Uncle Bruno, thank you. So, Bruno, TikTok, no, I'm straight. That's funny. That's funny. I would almost bet you, Mr. Logan Black, I would almost bet you $10 that you or your wife has a TikTok account. How much you want to bet me? Am I right or am I wrong? Ask Daniel Roby about the ghost trailer. What happened to the ghost trailer, Daniel Roby? That's so freaking funny. Hey, Josh, where's your boy at, man? I sent him a request and he's not coming on. What the deal? What the dealio? I don't know what's going on here. So, where's he at? You owe me $10. Are you serious? Neither one of y'all have a TikTok account? Well, that's horseshit. Um, right on, Ryan. Anyway, it's so funny, but TikTok is just it's just I owe him $10. Damn it! I would have swore that one of the two had a TikTok account. I'm drinking water just so you guys know, and yes, it's my American cup because every goddamn thing in my world is the American flag. Hoorah! You know what I'm saying? So go to the Urban Rides Facebook for a list of Daytona and Panama shows. Extra lanyard. He don't have time for TikTok. The only TikTok going on at Logan Black's household is that clock. TikTok, TikTok, motherfucker. So that's funny to me. So has anybody seen Brian Barber lately? I mean, he's not answering his phone anymore, but he's online all the time. I see. Is he really that busy in the garage painting things and building things and doing things? Yeah, I know. I've having Mr. Brian Barber is a good friend, man. You get to see things beforehand. I'm gonna tell you guys what, he wasn't bullshitting when he said wait till Texas sees what he's got coming. He ain't lying. I'm just telling you cats. He ain't lying. If I weren't so sure that he would be in the build off next year, I would probably have him judge one of the paint jobs or judge the paint for the show. Relentless mofo. I know I am. Hell yeah. And Texas isn't ready for what's coming out of this bitch. Yeah. Hell with the trailer. Did you see that water moccasin I picked up by mistake? Yeah, Mr. Daniel Roby. Are you stupid? Why in the hell would you pick a snake up? The only way you handle a snake is with a shotgun. That's it. You picked that snake up, and I was like this on my phone. Just turn that goddamn thing off. I was so afraid, and it was in Ohio. It wasn't even anywhere near me, and I was afraid of that goddamn snake. Lucky 7 building signed on today. Hell yes. Hell yes. Um, that's awesome. Hey, Josh, where's your boy at? I've sent him a request. What's the deal? Oh my God, Louis Bailey, I gotta post that because that's funny shit right there. But anyway, to let you guys understand, everything is down to the wire with the builders and with me. Uh, he said, I ain't scared of no damn snake. But everything, it looks like it's coming together great for the documentary. Everything's coming to great together, great for the booth and the show. Everything's just working. Look up at my previous comment, Kevin. Um, Joshua Brooks, L7 building signed on. I see that. Uh, let's go up a little bit more and see where Josh Brooks said something else. He's covered in baby shit trying to take a whore bath real quick. Okay, all right, okay. I got you, Josh. Well, tell him to hurry up. I mean, I'm not staying on here no 2 hours. That was a special show last week. My good friend, Mr. Chris Moose. I'm just telling you. I mean, dude, we stayed on here for damn near 2 hours last week. And for those of y'all that stuck with us the whole time, hey, man, you know what? I appreciate you. I sincerely appreciate you because even I was like, oh, my God. Brian Barber, when I drive through Texas, you want to paint my bike, we should be able to knock it out in like 48 hours, right? Hey, don't test him. I know that man's painted a whole entire bike in 72 hours. If it can be done, he can do it. But anyway, so just to let everybody know, the lanyards have gotten done. The new booth is going to be there. I'm really, really. You did. I'm not even going to address you, Louis Bailey. I'm going to put the comment on there, but I'm not even going to address you. I'm not even going to address you. You know what? I am going to address you. Shut up. I did that stuff, 7 years ago, and never having done it before, all I can say is, you know what? I did it. Josh Ryder, Texas is known for building some badass bikes, but I've seen what's coming from other states. I would be worried in Texas. We ain't worried in Texas. Ain't even scared about it. Ain't even worried. I know there are some badass builders from other states, but you know what? I want to see more builders from other states come to Texas. You know, get some of these other builders, drop that 2,500, throw it in there, and let's go. It's going to be big. I'm assuming you're talking about the second biker build off, Mr. Roby. He said, I ain't scared. So I'm just letting you guys know that everything is coming together really, really good. I couldn't be more proud, more honored to have all of the people involved in it that are involved in it. And I know that a lot of people talk a lot of shit, and probably a lot of people talk a lot of shit behind my back. That's cool, man. I'm good with that. All I want is for everybody to be happy and prosperous. And if there's anything I can do to help anybody, I'm down for that. It would be badass. But I really, and I know that there's a group of people on here that talk a lot of smack, and I'm not saying anybody's names because the smack talking goes away one week and comes back the next week. But the reality is, it's that same group of people that are loyal. They've stayed loyal to the show. They don't wander off any other way. They've been real supportive, and I appreciate that. But again, I appreciate all the builders that have jumped off into this, and I'm doing my best to represent you guys the best way I can. So you know what? Maybe the second year will be a little bit better, but I'm gonna tell you what, this first year is going to be landmark. It's going to be as badass as can be. You better get a new sewing machine. Michael Joe Murray is going to need a bunch of seats on a regular basis. Well, yeah, I'm not worried about that part, Josh Brooks. We're going to handle some business. There he is. Okay, so I think Michael's. Let me see. Hold on, brother. You're not live yet. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. And 3, 2, 1, go. Now you're live. Oh, okay. Now I know who the hell your ugly ass is. I didn't remember you by name, but I know who you are now. So apparently Josh wants you on here to let us know, what are your intentions? What are your intentions with the shop?
Man, honestly, just to produce quality,
So,
something that some other shops don't do.
it's funny you say that. I was talking to another builder, I don't know, about 2 months ago, and they were just saying, man, it takes off, and once it takes off, it's kind of like you can't stop it. It's going to take a life of its own. But I do know one thing about customers: you can train a customer. Just hey, this is how we do business. As long as you understand this, and from what Josh has told me and what he's told me about you, things should flow really good here. And I think the team of guys that are involved in this are pretty badass at what they do. You know, so
Yeah,
so tell us, what
I
are your
mean,
intentions? I mean, like, what are you bringing to the table for us? I mean, them, not us, them.
I'm yeah, I'm just really focused on the customer satisfaction and getting things done and pushed out with quality. If it takes an extra week, 2 weeks, whatever, it's coming out of the shop, it's rolling out at 100%, and everything's going to be in pristine condition. So nothing's going to be out of alignment. Nothing's going to be falling off when you unload it or going down the street and hit a pothole. It's
Yeah.
it's going to be solid.
So as well as I do. I mean, you've been in this industry for a while. There's going to be shit that's missed. It's just part of life.
Always,
How do
always.
you plan on handling that type of stuff? Because I see a lot of shops get in trouble with that. I mean, because
Man, that's when you really just gotta you gotta build a relationship with your customer. You gotta let them know that you're their friend and you're not gonna be there to argue with them, and you're gonna hold up to your warranties and stuff. Whatever you put out there. So
yeah,
you gotta be a man of your word, and you gotta hold up to a name. I mean, you can't just go around screwing people and something breaks and then you want to bring it back in and
yeah,
charge them this and that or blame them for this and that. You just gotta really let them understand that you got their back.
yeah.
So, and that's
So
going to bring repeats and even more. So,
so paperwork, paperwork, paperwork.
yeah.
So I had a guy many, 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 many years ago, and I'm sure you've already got this down. Many years ago, every time he did something to a bike, he had a file folder. He had a great big, them great big tall file cabinets. He had one, and he had a file for every single customer he ever had. So, like, say I paid him to build a bike 5 years ago, and I come in there and the paint's all messed up and things of that nature. When I come back in, he pulls that file up and looks at that file. He's got paint codes in it. He's got parts that were put on it. He made notes about the bike, and I was like, holy shit, man! He's like, dude, I knew you would eventually come back, and when you come back, I don't want to have to research what I did. I just pull your file. I know exactly what I did to every part of your bike, and I even got notes in here for little stuff that may have needed to be done. You guys plan on doing stuff like that too?
Yeah, absolutely. And in my previous line of work, it's pretty much got everything to do with that. Everything is documented down to the T, and that's the way it should be, and that's the way it's going to be done. So,
Well, that's a good formula for success, because I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff happen, and when you walk away from somebody and you feel like you've been done wrong by them, that's one of the worst things in the world for a business, because everybody's going to mess up. I mean, it's human nature. We're not
right.
machines, but when something happens and you're actually there and you're like, hey, you know what? Somebody in this neighborhood is affiliated with Lucky Seven, has a trailer. We'll come get you. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited to work with Josh. I'm excited to work with everybody that's a part of it, um, for whatever degree I end up helping out. But I'm just really excited to see the very first bike roll out of here. I want to see who that first customer is.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious, myself, to see how that's going to turn out and see, just what's done and the extent of the work that's going to be done on the first bike. I hope it's something big, and I hope it impresses a lot of people, and I'm sure it will. So,
Yeah, and I'm sure the work will, but I'm just excited. I can't wait for the opening day whenever that happens. Uh, I don't even know when it's going to happen, but I'm excited to do that.
Very
Now,
soon. Very
are you
soon.
going to be there full time?
Yeah, I'll be there. That'll be my second home. So
Okay. Well,
I'll be there pretty much all the time and on call any other time, you know.
right. Well, you got a good group of people from the little bit that I do know, you got a good group of people around you. Um, he said, wait till you see the building. Yeah, I've heard that before, Josh. I can't get all excited again. I got to wait until I see the building. But I'm really, really excited. And I like the fact that he's using orange with the colors.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm just saying. I mean, I like it. The Lucky 7 logo in orange looks badass. His truck looks badass. I know that there's going to be trailers and stuff in the future. They just I'm excited for the shop. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for all the guys that are involved in it. And hell, I'm excited that I'm going to get to do some seats locally. Maybe I'll pick up a couple other Lucky 7 shops by doing some seats for y'all.
Yeah, right. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome, and I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to get started and get everything rolling. You know, get this train rolling.
So hey man, you got up there on your wall, you got a set of engine guards?
Yeah, the little mustache ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know
So
where I got those. I
what
just
would
had
it
them laying
take to
around,
put
so I
them
hung
off
them
of
up.
your wall and on my wall?
Those,
Yeah.
you can come get them.
Hell, bring them to the shop. I'll come by here.
All right.
I'm looking for a set because I'm going to start making some. I told Louie and Brian and some other people I want to make some parts for these baggers that I've not seen yet, and that's one of the parts I'd like to have to redesign is that specific part.
Okay. Hey, it literally just hangs on the wall, and I don't. Like I said, I don't even know where it came from. I had it in a pile of stuff, and I was just going through my crap and just hung it up.
Isn't that funny how
So
one day you're sitting there and the next day you're like, man, where the hell all these parts come from? I
yeah, I
didn't.
got wheels everywhere. Like I don't even know where they came from. You know. So
Hell yeah. Well, cool. So what else do you have to say about the shop? I mean, dude, we've got 18 more minutes before the show's over. So tell me some more stuff.
I mean,
You're the GM, right? The general manager?
correct.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm just you know,
I'll put you on the
I don't
spot
know.
on purpose.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of in a bad position earlier. My newborn kind of shit all over me, so. And
Been
then
there,
my wife's over here, you know, yelling
done
at
it.
me. You gotta clean it. Get in there, clean it up, and so yeah, because she's not doing anything right now. Yeah, she's taking care of the other kids. So,
Well, yeah,
but
it's a team effort, but you know what? That's only going to happen for this much time, which you already know that. So you got to kind of
yeah.
embrace the suck.
So
Well,
no,
cool. Something. What I mean, we don't
yeah.
have
I
nothing
mean,
yet.
we definitely don't want to put people out of business, you know, because that's not a good way to go about things, right? But I have a
Unfortunately,
feeling it's gonna put a dent in a few people's pockets. So
I can name 2 shops right now, and I'm not afraid to say their names if you want me to, that I know for a fact as soon as this shop's open and I know I've got somewhere to send some shit, I know 2 shops are going to shut down.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say any names because I'm not gonna get political in here. But
That's not political. That's not political at
uh,
all. That's just taking the wannabes and pushing them that away and let the real guys step up and do the shit right.
yeah,
And 4 years of this, you got to remember, I've got 4 years of this under my belt, having to just watch and navigate and do my best to just talk to people like I am you and say, you know, things about doing the file system. Yeah, you can put it on a fucking computer, but it's so much easier to read the paper in front of you. You can go out to the bike with the
yeah.
paper.
I mean, so
And
much
some
easier, you
shops
know, to show
refuse
people
your
too.
help. Yeah, they refuse your help. And you're just like, dude, I'm only saying this to help you. Hope your shop shuts down.
Hey,
So
you know, I've never been the kind to like, you know, compete with other people because the industry I'm in, you know, it's really competitive against other or the industry I was in. It was really competitive against each other
yeah.
directly. Like you could be, you know, your coworker next to you, you know, you're competing with him. He thinks you're competing, but you're not really. But it was a very political field, I guess you could say. Everybody knows everybody, and you piss one person off, and it could be the end of your career. But I don't, like I said, I don't want to go about pissing people off and shutting anything down. But
You don't
when
have
you
to.
don't produce quality, when you don't produce quality, people want quality. I would want to pay for quality, especially if I'm going to pay the amount of money some of these guys pay at other shops. And
Yeah.
then see what they have to go through, break down. Airbags blow out, hoses pop off. Going down the road. But that's what we're going to be available for also. So if anything does happen like that, we got a trailer and a truck on standby, and myself, I'll go pick someone up at any time as long as I'm available.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's kind of what I was saying is that I have a good idea who everybody is that's involved. And I know of one other shop that's a full-blown shop, and they are supporting this shop. They're like, hell yeah, they're happy that they're coming because they feel like having a good shop with a good reputation is just going to benefit everybody else also. If you have a crack ass horrible shop, dude, you're not going to make it. We're just going to steamroll you. But we're not going to do it maliciously or be mean about it. We're just going to do quality work. I keep saying we. Lucky Seven's always been known, from what I understand, to produce quality work. Louis has built the name, built the brand, but the people he put in place, he knew what he was doing when he hired certain people. They do quality work. Then he's got Lawrence and them up in Milwaukee. Now he's got the guys in Florida. There's a reason that this team was put together to keep that Lucky Seven brand name and quality going. And I get that. But Josh doesn't. Josh is no slouch either. He knows what he's doing too. I just think it's going to be a win-win all the way around. And I don't think if it's everybody that I think is going to be involved, you can't ask for nicer guys, more supportive guys, guys that have helped everybody else out. And I know for a fact some of these guys have helped other builders, especially in stereo competitions or in parts they need. So if you have a good team that's already just good people, you don't have to worry about being mean and putting other people out of business. What you do and how you do it is going to be your trademark.
The work is going to speak for itself.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's got to start with quality and end with quality. So quality control is 100% priority. Documentation and just making sure everything comes out of there in pristine condition and isn't going to fall apart going down the road. We live in Houston, so every road has a pothole or 25.
Yeah.
So,
well, I know there's a couple of shops that don't even test ride the bikes. I would, if it were me, and I'm pretty sure he does, get an insurance policy that covers the test drives and everything. So when you're on a customer's bike, you get out there, you're covered, you're good to go, but you got to test drive the bikes. You got to bang the stereos. You got to put some miles on it to get rid of the gremlins. It's part of the deal.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, in a way. The more you're on a customer's bike, right, or anybody's bike, the more of a chance you have of wrecking it or whatever. But that's insurance. If you got insurance for that'll cover it. But 99% of these bikes are going to be Harleys, and they're just notorious for falling apart anyway. So,
well, yeah,
got to make sure all the bolts are tight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so ride it around a little bit, bring it back, double check it. It's part of quality.
Oh my God. Louis Bailey said they will go out of business on their own. Just let us know so we can buy their equipment. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, we don't want their Harbor Freight lifts. So
hold on, wait. Oh, whoa. I love Harbor Freight. I've got lifts, I've got bandsaws, I've got metal brakes, I've got bead rollers, English wheel.
Oh, I didn't say anything about the rest of it, but these lifts aren't that great.
Well, that's all.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They work. My bike. I'm sitting here looking at my bike right now. It's sitting on one.
Yeah.
But I gotta have the little lock bars in there because it does leak down. So
they knew what was going to happen. So let's just put a bar through this thing. So it won't go any further. No, I'm actually a Harbor Freight junkie. They have a lot of good stuff and they have a lot of junk. You just got to figure out what the hell you have to figure out which one's the shit and which one's a good one.
Well, if it's something you're going to use on the daily, I wouldn't suggest
Yeah.
Harbor Freight. But it's
Yeah,
something
no,
you use
you
every
got
now
to.
and then. That's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, everybody else has got kick-ass lifts, and I've got a red Harbor Freight one, and I'm just like, you know what? For the
Ain't
amount of
flat.
bikes I build in
Ain't a
my
flat.
garage, that fucking lift gets used like maybe once a year or every other year. So, but man, dude, I'm really, really excited to actually see you in person, get the shop open, and just make this thing happen. It's time.
Yeah, it's definitely time. It's been a long time coming for Houston, I think.
So,
So
so I don't know where the new shop is at, and I'm not asking you where, like the address, but what part of town is it in?
West Side,
What
like
freeway? 59?
like I-10 and Beltway area. It's
Okay,
on the
cool.
west side.
God damn, it's a long fucking drive.
It's not that bad. It's like 30 minutes.
Dude, I
I live
work
in
in
League
Deer
City.
Park.
I
I,
live
I
in
work
League
in
City.
Deer Park. I live in Manville, and y'all's asses are in Katy.
Not Katy.
It's
Not Katy.
like this much further, you'd be in Katy.
Katy's a whole nother state. Come on.
He said Katie's a whole
You
nother.
gotta you gotta drive 2 hours to get to Katy.
You drive 30 minutes to get to the shop. Well, it's going to be awesome all the way around. So,
If you live in Manville, you're only 25 minutes from the shop anyway.
come on, man. You know better than that. That ain't 25 minutes. I guess hold on before I start talking shit. I need to find out what the address is because it might just be
I'll tell
right
you,
on the corner.
I live in League City on South 45, right?
Yeah.
And it's about 35-minute drive for me if I hit the Beltway. 40-minute drive, something like that.
Yeah. Well, you've got
So it
that.
says on Google.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you've got that whole Clear Lake area that you got to deal with. It's always backed up down there.
Oh yeah.
But that's cool. Like I said, dude, I'm extremely happy and I'm ready for it. I'm glad Louie and Josh came up with a good deal. Lucky 7 in Houston's going to be the shit, and we're going to have a lot of good times over there. I got a funny feeling.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's definitely going to be a place to hang out. Come chill on a Friday night or Saturday, whatever, and just hang out. You'll see. You'll see.
So, do you have now that y'all signed the lease? Do you have an idea of a soft opening date?
I don't want to give a for sure date, but
I'm saying like December, January.
I'd say like Josh said, I think on the last show when he was on, probably December.
Yeah,
Probably the first ish of December, somewhere around there.
yeah.
That's the goal, So we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah. Well, believe you me, when it's time and he tells me, "Hey, we need to do a open house or or an announcement or whatever," believe you me, we're gonna have a full thing on it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He said mid-November to December. Okay, all right then. Well, cool, brother. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here and
Awesome,
just
man. Yeah,
remember,
thanks for having me on here.
if you ever have anything you need to release or get out to the general public, man, all you got to do is just hit me up and I'll bring you on just like I do with Eric and Daniel Roby and all the other guys. Bring them on here. It doesn't have to be a full interview. Just come on 10, 20 minutes and chit chat about whatever we need to get across to people.
Awesome, man. Sounds great. I appreciate you having me on here.
Right on, brother. We'll go have a great night and take care of them babies.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right, brother. Bye-bye. So there you go. I'm excited now. I mean, I hate to admit it, but the truth of the matter is I forgot who Michael Joe Murray was until I saw his face, and I've met him a couple times. But this is going to be a pretty good deal, man. It's a good team. It's a good group. But let's get back to the build-off. Again, let me repeat myself. I want to thank all you builders for believing in this show and doing it. Thank you for finally doing your videoing and putting that shit out there. Tell us about the hat. What hat? This hat? About the hat. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's Shy South hat. It's a fitted hat. It's a cool hat. It's a cool hat. Um, he sent this to me, the shirt, the hat. He gave my little boy a shirt, which he wears freaking every night. My wife wears hers at least once or twice a week. But anyway, back to the show. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. And man, get ready. Galveston is only 4 weeks away from tonight. From right now, 4 weeks away. I know you builders are at the very end. I've heard, the stress is on, but you guys, I believe in y'all. Y'all are going to make it happen. It's going to be badass. I can't wait to be hanging out with all you guys Friday night at the daiquiri timeout, hearing all the stereo bikes, hanging out with good people. Greg just came up in the house. Oh, yeah. I think Mr. Juban, you need to autograph one of these and send it to Louis Bailey, or you better bring it when you come to Galveston. Josh Brooks said Louis hasn't even started. I will say this. I know for a fact, and it sounds crazy, but this is one of those things I'm going to let you guys in on when I'm passing out whoever won. I will say this. I'm going to air some laundry, not dirty laundry, so don't expect to hear gossip or bad shit about builders, but I'm going to let you guys in on some stuff once we actually decide who, or Chris and the guys decide who the winner is of the show. I'm going to let y'all in on some stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go on and call it quits for tonight, but you guys, please tune in next week, because I'm hoping to have the owner of the Daiquiri Timeout on here, and he's going to go over some stuff to expect from the party. It's going to be a good time. But anyway, like I said, get with me Friday at the booth. We're on Harborside in front of the Fisherman's Wharf, and I've got all the lanyards. You can get with me, Uncle Bruno. Some of the builders might have some lanyards that they're going to be selling and stuff like that. So just get with us, and we will get you a lanyard. There are a couple of people that I know that have I've written down on a piece of paper that have requested that we put some aside, but they don't know if they're going to come or not. So we got you covered. But anyway, so you guys go have a kick-ass night.